welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me for another one of my videos. So today is spiritual book club for August. Like, oh my god, like how quick has this year gone? I'm pretty certain like in October it'll be a year since I've done spiritual book club, which is just crazy. Like 2018, where have you gone? I want you back. What's happened? So today I wanted to show you some books I've been loving throughout July/August and what I am planning to read for August/September before we speak again. So once again, I've done what I do most months. I don't end up reading the books I tell you I'm gonna read because something else comes in and I'm like, ooh, that looks good. And then I'm like, ooh, I need to read this. So yeah, if you watched last month, I've probably definitely not read anything I set out to read. I really wanted to read the William Roach book, but I think I'm gonna have to do that next month because two awesome books came into my life and I was like, I'm sorry, I've got to read it. So the first one is Goddess Wisdom by Taniska. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So this is a Hay House book and this really spoke to me. I went shopping and I went into Waterstones and I was like, boom, I need this book. I'm feeling really called to work with goddess energy at the moment. I'm feeling really cool to step into my goddess energy. I feel that's very queen-like and I feel it's very me. So this has been such an interesting book to really know the history behind the goddess energy, to know the history behind goddesses in general throughout history, and it's really good. I'm not that far in all honesty. I'm about, I'd say, a quarter of the way in, but I'm really enjoying this because it has really given me just such great knowledge on goddesses. Like I never knew half of this stuff, it's just not out there. So it's really good to like look at how the moon cycles on astrology affect the goddess energy, how we can embody the goddess energy, like, oh, it's just so good. So I really love this book, can't wait to finish it, and it's just really helped me to like own my power, step into my power, and to really just voice that as well. So also last month I made the declaration that I was finally going to finish A Return to Love because it had taken me about 2 months to read, and I did. I finished A Return to Love and oh my god, all the feels, all the synchronicities, all of the signs. This book was made for me and all of you guys. Like it is, I would say it's now my #1 book. It's my #1 favorite book. It has just been one of those books which has just like shifted my entire being once again. So I'm so grateful this book came into my life. Like I really love it. Oh, I just cannot sing its praises enough. It is so freaking good. It is a reflection of the Course in Miracles principles, so it was really easy once again for me to understand these principles, learn these principles, and you know, put these principles into play in my life. So oh, just all the feels, and I just know I'm going to read this book over and over again. So this is the first Marianne Williamson book I've read, and I'm sure I'm about to go and buy a million more of her books because I'm just so drawn to her work now. And oh, like this was written like 20 years ago, so I'm like, I've got a lot of catching up to do with her work. So the last book that I have been reading this month, which is so reflective you just can't even see it, but it's got a gorgeous what's it called, the Flower of Life design on here, and yes, it is a book called Pussy. Like yes, I know. And I left this on my kitchen table when my parents came around and I was just like, do not see the book I am reading, like you will judge me for this. So what drew me to a book called Pussy, I hear you say? Well, I have this month been drawn to womb work and really working with sexual energy and healing my womb space, and the book Pussy was recommended to me by my lovely friend Hannah. It's all about like sexual power, claiming your femininity, claiming like your kind of sensuality back, and realizing that by being confident, by being sensual, sexual, all of the S's, it's not slutty, it's not shameful, it's a beautiful thing that us as divine women can have, and also very linked to goddess energy as well. So this has really helped me because I've had a lot of kind of like I guess negativity associated to sex in my life through my whole entire life, and you know, especially with past relationships. So being in this relationship now with Mr. C, like, you know, he has been a massive help to build my confidence and a massive help to really help heal most of those wounds. But essentially, like, there's work I need to do as well to feel confident, to be able to be myself fully, and to just heal that wound essentially. So this book has been really good for that. So this book is by Regina Tomashoa. I am terrible with names. I want to say it's Tomashoa. Tomashowa will go, and she is the founder of Mama Gina's School of Womanly Arts. So yeah, Regina's been doing this for years, like years, even before like social media and stuff like that. So it's really powerful to like learn about her journey and learn about what she kind of went through and how she's kind of got to this place now. And it's just really, really powerful. It's such a good book to build confidence up. And especially for myself who's young, like we need more of this in the world. We need more women kind of saying like, own your sexuality, own your femininity. Like it is not anything to shame, like it is beautiful. You know, you look about it, you know, if a man loves sex, he is commended. It's like, yes, like he loves sex, brilliant. But if a woman was to love sex, she would be slutty, she would be kind of like, oh, like, oh, you know, there's so much like judgment around sex still, and you know, the femininity. And like we need to realize we have a very, very powerful tool. We have wombs and they are very powerful things. Like it is all connected and all amazing, and you know, we have the universe in us essentially. Like we birth things, we birth ideas, creation products, we birth babies, we birth a lot of stuff. So our wombs are like really sacred spaces, which I really, really invite you to look at and look into womb work as well, because it is phenomenal and has really helped me shift a lot of like these kind of, I guess, oppressed things sexually that I have kind of like ignored and kind of let, you know, defeat my confidence and stuff like that. So this book has been really good to learn more about that space, learn more about womb work, learn more about the power of women, like the power of sexuality and the power of everything. Like it's just so freaking good. So this one I'm about over 60% the way through, so I'm probably going to finish this next month because I haven't had time to finish most of these books this month. But yeah, really, really loving this. So if you're feeling called to kind of do the same work and really like own your femininity and own your sexuality, this is such a great book. And I love how it's called Pussy. Like it is hilarious. Like I literally think, like even when people come around my house who haven't come around before, I'm like, I better hide this. Like I just don't want them to think, oh okay, Emma's reading a book called Pussy. Okay, like they need to know the meaning behind it, that it's good, it's good. Okay, so after that we're going to move on to the books that I'm going to read for August/September. Oh, I can't even believe I'm saying September. So this book was kindly sent to me by Ebury, who are part of Penguin, and it is Deepak Chopra's new book, You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self and Why It Matters. So although like I would say this is probably like quite a basic universal law of attraction book, it really drew me to it. Like reading the blurb and like kind of reading the first few pages, I was like, I think I meant to read this. Like there's a reason why it's been sent to me. Thank you, Ebury, but there is a reason. So I'm really excited to kind of delve into this. I'm really finding Deepak Chopra's work at the moment. Like I'm like, okay, he keeps popping up. I think I meant to read this. So it'll be really interesting like how this kind of alters me, what kind of breakthroughs they have. And yeah, to see whether it is a beginner book, whether it is like applicable to all kind of stages of spirituality. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. And I also love how it's got a little bit of a scientific twist as well. Like there's not many books out there which kind of lure towards the scientific side of stuff as well. So yeah, really looking forward to this. And finally, William Roach's Life and Soul. I know I said I was going to read this last month, but it's moving on to this month's read list. I haven't got any further than the first chapter, like I said, from last month. But yes, I do really feel drawn to this. It keeps popping up. It's, you know, I'm really interested to learn William's story and yeah, just see what words of wisdom I can learn from this book, because it's, yeah, I think it's going to be great. And I think it's a really good book as well for people who probably don't want to believe in spirituality, or who are like resisting awakening, or resisting reading it. And obviously he's like a really relatable person. He's obviously known for being in Corrie. So yeah, I feel like this is going to help loads of people who have been like avoiding spirituality or avoiding mindfulness, meditation, positivity. They're going to read this and be like, okay, well, if William does it, this is going to be good. So I think it's amazing that he's been able to put books out on this platform and yeah, like share the word of positivity. So that is all of the books that I've read this month and what I'm going to be reading next month. So as always, please let me know your recommendations in the comments box down below, because I love to hear what you guys are reading, and it's great to know if you've read any of the books that I've mentioned as well and what you've taken away from them. So So thank you so much guys for watching my Spiritual Book Club August video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed filming it. As always, thank you for all your views and likes. I really appreciate them. Please do leave me a comment in the comments box down below because I replied to them all. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here because I would love to see you again soon. And you can also join me over on Facebook with my Law of Attraction support group. Again, everything's linked down below. And you can join. It's free to join. It's a community of like-minded souls and we talk all things positivity and Law of Attraction. So it's a safe space for you to come on over and connect with us all basically. So I look forward to seeing you there. So thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video, which will be next week. Lots of love guys.